Hi folks, this is Mark Smith with Family Tree. I know this is a strange time of night or day, wherever you are at, for me to be going live, but for uploading purposes it would work better for me. As you can see, I am not in front of my normal Chromecast screen with my buffalo and elephant and whatnot. I am in the lobby of a hotel. I am downtown in Indianapolis. I have a meeting tomorrow, but I was stirred by some creativity and I wanted to share with you guys some things. I don't even know if the live chat is on, and even if it is, I may, if somebody chats in, I'm just going to make the video. I'm not going to do much in the way of chatting, even though it looks like there's 14 of you out there. So the title of the video today is "Your Trauma is Giving Birth to a Dancing Star." This, of course, hi Stephanie, is a reference to the famous quote by Friedrich Nietzsche. So here it is. It's late into the evening here in Indianapolis, and I'm going to drop Nietzsche on you. And trust me when I tell you that I am not a Nietzsche expert, but I find some of his comments really fascinating. And you know, he was writing in German, and I don't know if I'm capturing the essence of his intention for these quotes. I can just share with you what they meant to me. So I am currently listening to a book by my indirect, distant, vicarious mentor, Irvin Yalom, and he writes both books on therapy, but he also writes novels, fiction, and he has written a book called When Nietzsche Wept, and basically he goes back in time, places himself in a character called Dr. Breuer, where he spends extensive time hanging out with Friedrich Nietzsche and Sigmund Freud. And it sounds like a goofy book, and it sort of is. I can't recommend that you folks necessarily get that book, but I find it interesting as a therapist, and it's given me a new appreciation for Nietzsche. Excuse me. For those of you not familiar, hi Tanya, nice to see you. Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche was born the 15th of October of 1844, and he lived until the 25th day of August of 1900. He was a German philosopher whose critiques of contemporary culture, religion, and philosophy centered on a basic question regarding the foundation of values and morality. I knew I should have had more water before I started because I'm already thirsty. So I'm going to share 3 quotes with you by Friedrich Nietzsche. And I'm going to try to make a 15-minute video instead of a 35-minute video. And that'll be a first for me in a while. And get resituated here. So, the first quote from Nietzsche, he says, "I say unto you, one must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star." I love the phrase, a dancing star. And I don't know what Friedrich Nietzsche meant by a dancing star, but I can tell you what I associate with a dancing star. And I associate thriving, blessing, self-actualization, assertiveness, recovery from trauma, creativity, joy, just dancing with blessing and good things going on in your life. And I think that the word chaos is a perfect word to describe narcissistic abuse syndrome. Shattering is a good word, trauma is a good word, but chaos is also a good word. So my interpretation of this quote is, embrace your dark side, make use of every drop of blood, of pain that you experience in your narcissistic abuse, and transmute that bloody pain into the joy of becoming a dancing star. See your pain, your wounding, your shattering as a gift, as a blessing, as an opportunity to reach self-actualization and thriving. I can speak for myself. I am coming up on now 2 years. In about a month and a half, it'll be 2 years since my shattering. And I have to tell you that I have experienced so much fantastic, wonderful healing as a result of the shattering. Would I wish it upon my worst enemy? No, I would not. But should I ever run into my protagonist, should I ever run into this woman who was my foil, my narcissist in my life, I don't feel like I would have any bitterness toward her, and I would have a sense of gratitude in my heart toward her, oddly enough. So embrace your chaos, embrace your pain, suck the marrow out of every ounce of pain that you have, transmute it into the joy, the thriving, the blessing of being the best that you can be, being self-actualized, thriving, and dancing like a star. All right? More water. Second quote, killer quote by Nietzsche. I used this quote once before in a video, but it's such a powerful quote. Beware that when fighting monsters, you yourself do not become a monster. For when you gaze long into the abyss gazes back into you. And I did. I did some research on this quote, and some people had the theory that it was about the fear of death. Other people thought it was about the death of God. But these are Mark Smith's takes on the subject. So just know that when you're freshly traumatized, it would be very easy. Hi, Jill again. This isn't a show. This is just me talking. So, but if y'all experience that as a show, then rock on. When I was freshly traumatized, for about a 2-month period, frankly, I became a bit of a monster. I was unpredictable. I was angry. I was full of rage. I was victim-y. I was a little bit crazy. I want to encourage you folks who are new in your shattering to not only don't become a monster, but don't become obsessed with studying monsters. So many of us early in our recovery, and sometimes for years, our main hobby in life is studying narcissism and borderlines. And let me suggest to you that there are better uses of your time in the world than to study friggin' narcissists, all right? There's so much more. Gilligan is, or not Gilligan, but Tanya is fighting off, flying monkeys. So she's saying it's easy to fight back dirty, hit below the belt, become a monster yourself. I feel you, Tanya. So just feel your pain. Surround yourself with people that can keep you from self-destructing, and don't become obsessed with studying monsters, because there's a temptation to become overly dark, paranoid, and the goal isn't to become an expert on narcissists or an expert on jujitsuing moves that battle narcissists and becoming a badass warrior. That's not the goal. The goal is to become a dancing star, my friends. And don't get stuck in being a warrior. Don't get stuck in studying monsters. Don't get stuck in becoming a monster. Keep your focus on self-actualization, thriving, and becoming a dancing star. Okay, so the third quote I don't like as well as the first two, but it's solid, it's just not sexy, all right? So the third quote, we are responsible. Yes, Tanya, focus on your own life. Quit responding to narcissists and focus on your own recovery process. Amen. We are responsible for ourselves, for our own existence. Gilligan said she's spent way too many years being too angry. We are responsible to ourselves for our own existence. Consequently, we want to be the true helmsman of this. Hey, Nina. We want to be the true helmsman of this existence. And you can't hear anything. It might be you. I think the others can hear things, Nina. We want to be the true helmsman of this existence and refuse to allow our existence to resemble a mindless act of chance. Make sure this thing is on right. Okay, Jillian says the sound is good on her end. Thank you. So I want to read that quote again. We are responsible to ourselves for our own existence. Consequently, we want to be the true helmsman of this existence and refuse to allow our existence and our pain to resemble a mindless act of chance. I am so thirsty. So I love the phrase, be the true helmsman. We want to be driving the boat, driving the ship at the wheel. Jackie, what the heck? It's Sunday. Long story. Just for uploading purposes, it worked out better for me to broadcast from a hotel lobby live. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So we're responsible. The helmsman isn't a narcissist. It isn't the Wicked Witch of the West. Am I dancing in the dark? I'm dancing in the light, baby. The helmsman isn't a herd of flying monkeys. For people in recovery, for people who are assertive and have a strong sense of self, we are the helmsmen in our own life. The pain of your relationships, my friends, is not a mindless act of chance. You didn't get screwed over from bad luck. You didn't get screwed over because you didn't have enough knowledge. You didn't get screwed over at all, my friends. You unconsciously recruited your particular narcissist in order for the universe to enact and promote a emotional healing upon some Jackie used to work at the Holiday Inn. Well, this is a Westin. An emotional healing upon your soul, your spirit, the wounded little boy, the wounded little girl, the wounded infant at your core. So Mother Nature has a plan to bring the right people into your life. They are a gift. They are a blessing. And you're the true helmsman of your ship. Not a narcissist, not their flying monkeys, but your choices, your decisions, and then you can turn it into something very positive and very proactive. What's going on at the hotel? I'm just downtown in Indianapolis for a meeting tomorrow. Okay, so there you go. Become a dancing star. Be the true helmsman in your life, and do not stare into the abyss, lest it stare back at you and grab hold of you. And when you are battling monsters, make sure that you don't become a monster yourself. So, all right, my friends, my dancing stars, that's about all I wanted to share with you about Friedrich Nietzsche. He was a man well ahead of his time. He was brilliant. I don't know what poison is. So, anyway, God bless you folks. I hope you enjoyed the unscheduled little live stream. And yeah, let's dance. Let's dance. God bless. Take care.